Ladies and gentlemen, what is the shared interest between China, Malaysia, and Nusantaра's traditional arts and craft? Well, one of it is the appearance of bamboo element and how it is being portrayed in the works. So for China, bamboo shoots are often illustrated in their traditional ink painting. Similarly, for Malaysia and Nusantara's context, bamboo shoots are often appeared in the form of pucuk rebung motif. Thus, our concept of the bamboo art space, the blossoming motif, is inspired by the unique pucuk rebung motif within the context of Nansha Bird Park. So firstly, the motif spirit of integrity, where our bamboo art space originates from the form of bamboo shoot and split it in half to align with the sun path and main hall, and then further branch out from the main bridge and sited in an area surrounded with nature to act as a focal point. Secondly, for motif spirit of solidity, there are the base structure, the primary skeletal frame, outer skin material, and the decorative elements. Thirdly, for motif spirit of utility, the proposal is interpreted as a space for shelter, play, visual, and the ultimate exhibition for the arts and craft piece. At last, for motif spirit of beauty, the design is crafted with curvature, gradient, lighting, and the reflection. So together with these spirits, we would like to share with you our traditional bamboo tale in Nansha, the blossoming motif. Finally, the blossoming motif, Malaysia's traditional bamboo tale, is shared as a gift of cultural exchange that would blossom gracefully in Nansha Bird Park.
A wow, soaring skywards, shaping shadows in the sunset hills like souls on string. The petal tropical textures, a tapestry of folded husks, heaving in the breeze and breaking into rugged rustling sounds. Burung is a uniquely designed Malaysian kite that has flown since times past. In Malay, Wow means kite, while Burung defines bird. It is a marvelous tradition inherent to the culture of the Malaysian people. Nansha Bird Park, also called the Paradise of Birds, have thousands of birds that migrate every year. It serves as a great escape for anyone wanting to escape the pressure of modern life. Burung is an attempt to imagine the great escape, emerging from the ground towards the soul-soaring heights. It is an art space born out of an idea of presenting the spirits of Malaysia. Various images of Malaysia are woven into the design, enabling different perception of form when viewing from different angles. The framework of the structure enables birds to land on, where visitors can observe them from a closer distance. The forms are derived based on the symmetrical rule of a traditional wall. The final form is constructed of 7 individual units, layered with the length and size varies gradually to mimic the movement of wall. The traditional bamboo weaving technique is applied to the envelope of burung. Patterns with different levels of penetration are chosen as diffusers of light, playing theatrics of scale and light with visitors. While approaching towards the lake view, visitors are exposed to the interactive angklung and art pieces hung along the horizontal bamboo member. Angklung installation is introduced to increase the interaction between the structure and the visitors, making the burung not only as an art displaying space but as an art piece itself. The structure sings as a collision of bamboo tubes produces silvery and graceful notes. The structure is conceptualized on the idea of creating an art space which evolves and grows over time. The literal growth of the pavilion involves by having bamboo growing out from the planter and led by the outer frame of the pavilion. Not only the structure functions as an art space, it also comes to life. New bamboo plants breathing a new life to the bamboo structure. The bamboo platform is firstly built, followed by the bamboo framework. Seatings and angklung are introduced to provide a more comfortable and interactive experience. Woven bamboo screens are installed on the inner frame, exposing the outer frame as a bird's landing area. Lastly, bamboo planter boxes are installed for a dynamic outlook throughout the 4 seasons. Wow Burung, the spirit of Malaysia.
A seaside. 3 wild gladiators, 1 goal, 1 winner. They circle and stare at each other, holding their respective wild bulan with a string in their hand. The wind is getting stronger, and it's time to strike. The string of 3 wild entangled and is being cut off, and the wild had fallen onto the ground. It is a 3-dimensional transformation from wall structure when breeze caressing. By rotating it 90 degrees, the reflection can be seen. A clear distribution of main, secondary, and tertiary structure has been defined in accordance with the wall structure theorem. The surrounding of swirl had created virtual surface and adjusted by the taking the aerodynamic of flying bird as illusion. A spherical space underneath has been created. They are connected by string with waving added on the surface as a motif for embellishment. The head, wing, body, waist, and the tail of wild bulan have been adopted symmetrically. The color acrylics and bamboo weaving pattern portraying light and chandeliers tinkles when the breeze blows. Thus, is presenting a wild bulan that truly symbolizes Malaysia. Golden wings, dancing in the azure sky, shaping shadow in the sunset hues, yet the wings harmonize a wistful tune of tomorrow's dreams. The concrete footing pad is constructed elevated to avoid bamboo direct contact of water splashes. The bamboo columns construction has shown its stability characteristic of creating a stable structure. The material chosen for the railing and the facade are semi-permeable that allows partial wind loads to pass through and to reduce the lateral wind load exerting on the structure. The layered roof directs the wind flow into the center while providing a huge shelter and protection for the bamboo structure underneath to increase the lifespan of the building material. The elongated entrance symbolizes a sense of solemnity, with a row of lamps inviting the visitor to stop by and enter the space. The ramp provides an elevated view above the ground, creating a sense of hierarchy standing off the ground for an unimpeded scene. The waving elements is inspired by the idea of brown wind that flew up the wall, allow visitors to observe and appreciate the encircled traditional bamboo waving art. Overall, the metaphoric expression will appreciate the tranquil and the wing-like structure, merging with the nature to achieve visual delightment. The elegant appearance of winnowing wall not merely ties our eyesight, but also the passion of soul-soaring height towards the hopes and the dream for life. For Malaysians to appreciate this spectacular structure and reminisce, for the world to comprehend and admire this unique culture. Thank you.
Craftsmanship, balance, bond, and identity. Through the kite, human culture ascends through the clouds as a permanent symbol. Airborne, it is majestic, flying freely. The wild kite comes from the heart and soul, a reflection of one's freedom of thoughts. A kite must fly, as a culture in the sky. The moon kite is derived from a traditional technique, developed and transformed into an innovative design to function as a bamboo art space. The weaving creates a warm connection, yet ensuring privacy for the user. The form development is inspired by the process of making wall bulan. The base of the structure symbolizes the empty fields. The motion of wall creates a concentric circle. and the symmetry of WOW gives stability during WOW flight. The stacking structure represents the motion of launch. The dynamic design mimics the motion of WOW flying in the sky. Bamboo strips add structural rigidity and create harmony. The layered elements create unique shadows of identity. The nylon strip add the element of sound, giving the impression of flight, which creates a dynamic structure of identity conquering the sky. The elements of the moon kite symbolizes the moon phases. The crescent shape signifies the new moon phase. The first quarter is represented as the half moon phase. The gibbous moon is the final phase, symbolizing the near completion of the moon. The full moon depicts peace and gentleness in Chinese culture. The Wow Bulan dance inspired our design to have unique shadow play. The dynamic form fabricates lively shadows that imitate the gestures and movements of the dancer. The base is constructed using woven bamboo strips with double floor lashing technique. Steel clamp joints are located on both sides to keep stability for the structure. The main structure consists of 3 layers symbolizing hierarchy. The secondary structure adds rigidity and support. Interlocking tensile bamboo splits make up the skeleton frame of the structure. The woven Kalarai and WOW PVC membrane motif is added to the structure, in which users can touch and view the intricate design. Ladies and gentlemen, moon kite. Culture in the sky. The bamboo weaving on the surface provides interesting light and shadow changes, and the sun shading environment for the internal space.
The building design stands out as a response to the access functionality for visitors that emerges from the exploration of the Dayak dragon weaving or juata and the traditional engineering design of Dayak fishing gear or luka. The process begins with processing the woven juata dragon, which in general this dragon or juata is only a patch or color on the webbing. The woven design is shaped like a long dragon and has scales and sharp teeth in the Dayak philosophy as something strong or guarding so as to create results. Diagonally crisscrossed webbing with sharp angles that are tightly bound and shading, so that the result of the exploration of the mass with petals appear with the rhythm of the fluid form that moves organically. The visitor has already made a metaphor for himself as Angkabang Apsara, or the Odyssey or journey of the Angkabang or Tangkawang or red Meranti flower, which is the mascot of the Dayak forests.
bamboo is one of the most widely used types of plants in Balinese society in their daily life. In almost every religious ceremony, bamboo must be used, both leaves and stems. Bamboo is also one of the important elements of traditional Balinese architectural buildings. For the Balinese people, bamboo does have a strong and very deep philosophy. Taking the biomimic reform of rebung or other terms, the young generation of bamboo, which has a philosophy of growing gradually, where bamboo plants are known for their slow form growth, but actually the roots of bamboo are growing rapidly, so they have extraordinary strength. And when the bamboo should become bamboo, it does not easily collapse in the wind, but dances together, in hope that with this, we can learn flexibility from bamboo in dealing with struggle in life. This art space is also inspired by the Tower of Babel in Babylon, which in Akkadian means Gate of God, and in Hebrew means jumbling or garnishing. Therefore, the plan of this art space is designed to resemble a labyrinth, but is different from the Tower of Babel, which is said was built to go to heaven. The rebung art space has a high endpoint of lantern installation at the center point, which interprets the beauty after we walk to the labyrinth panel, with 3 keywords: dynamic, mysterious, and treasure. Another concept that underlies the form of the rebung art space, especially in the plant part, is yin-yang, which is a Chinese philosophy usually used to describe the nature of the interconnected and opposing force in this world and how they build each other up. Yin-yang opposite each other in interaction with the wider world and as a part of a dynamic system. A similar concept that has become a Balinese philosophy of life is the concept of dua binada, as a black and white concept, which is also interpreted as play, balance, and harmony in living life. This means that each side of life is a part of the whole to create a balance in the order of the universe. It is the same with the rebung art space, where each layer of panels has a different shape and size, but is in harmony with each other, with the installation of lantern as a balance point. Each panel of the rebung art space uses a collaboration of woven bintang and sudama leklakat, with the addition of a lightning strip on each upper edge of the panel and a light pillar at the center of the art space as an aesthetic support for the core using 2 types of bamboo, namely the usual bamboo and black bamboo. The combination of the 2 bamboos gives a strong aesthetic impression on the art space, especially during the day. And at night, you will be spoiled by the play of lights centered on the light pillar on the building.
The Thailand local wisdom of Miss Lena, even where they ride a bicycle and rotate their umbrella on the shoulder, inspires the main core of the design. The new aesthetic of the action between modernized industrial mechanic and traditional Lena umbrella has become the new modern Lena local wisdom. The overall structure of our model has gears driver that we decoded from the bicycle structure. The concept between structure and people experience are hearing, seeing, and touching sense active. At ground level, the experience from the user will have the slow movement of the wall interacting with the wing. The wall has passive movement from the balancing mobile inspired by bamboo leaf. It mimics the movement that help user connection to the nature. The pavilion's mechanism will allow people to interact and be playful where they can change the dynamic of the pavilion structure by rotate the roof with the provided swing.
The concept of a work is derived from the traditional bamboo craftsmanship, Hangzhou bamboo basket. Our intention is to express the idea of flow and change of the bamboo charm under the fast-paced urban life, and build it into a poetic dwelling place for both swans and human beings. In the upper part, we have selected ellipse as the basic form. In It not only represents the form of Hangzhou bamboo basket, but also can be interpreted as colorful bubbles. The lower part is drawn from the form of flowing water, inspired by the Qianjiang tide's ever-changing momentum and rhythm. The bamboo structure standing in the middle lays a quiet and vibrant tone for the whole work. People can walk through the surging waves of the weaving bamboo, under the shining bubble dome, and enjoy the charm of bamboo structure as black swans swim beside.
山重水复，柳暗花明。有郎毅然临于湖畔者，善与郎也。日光下澈，横柯上壁，晦明变化者，四时朝暮之趣也。俊鸟流连，游人不绝。人鸟相与者，天人合一之乐也。善古易行，风仪雨颤，自然古韵，尽在郎间风光。
以制作油纸伞的传统技艺为原型，我们将伞进行创新设计，形成竹制的可动装置。一把把竹伞于骨架上打开之时，骨架如茧，伞面如蝴蝶翩飞的翅膀，营造了一个寓意破茧成蝶的精神空间。